I'm Sarah Gore, and this is Open House. This week, we're all about timeless opulence, including this Versailles-inspired estate in Westchester. And we're inside this modern homage to Hollywood Regency in LA. Check out all the Gilded Age glory of this Park Avenue apartment, plus how this designer made the traditional feel fresh at this Connecticut home. But first, we are with designer Garrow Kedigian at this dramatic Tudor-style home in Great Neck, Long Island.
Even though I enjoy working on apartments in the city, when a house like this comes along, it's a real treat.
Welcome to Open House, everyone. Today's show focuses on opulent living, so it's only fitting that I am coming to you from this elegant townhouse in Harlem, New York. Built in 1920 in the Italianate style, this 19-foot wide home has been meticulously restored to its original glory, from its striking facade to these chic interiors designed in part by the renowned Sheila Bridges. Drama abounds here on the parlor floor with 11-foot ceilings and original details like pocket doors, stained glass windows, and 2 original mantels. The modern kitchen features these 12-foot shuttered bay windows that lead out onto the deck for alfresco entertaining. And there's even a staircase down to the serene garden. Each of the bedrooms are sanctuaries, including this principal suite with restored mahogany closets and a luxe marble bathroom. While this home pays homage to the neighborhood's rich history and its architecture, the love with which it's been maintained ensures a bright future. Let's kick things off in Great Neck, Long Island with one of our favorites, interior designer Garrow Kedigian. As a New York City-based designer, Garrow often works in smaller spaces. And here, his canvas was this huge Tudor-style mansion, and boy, did he deliver. He shows off the effusive design spirit for which he's known, as well as his constant ability to meld the dramatic with the subtle. Take a look.
Hey everyone, it's Garrow. As a New York City interior designer, you really get accustomed to working on small spaces. But every once in a while, a mansion comes along. And although houses like these are a designer's dream, this one was actually a challenge right from the beginning. It's a classic Tudor, which means a lot of heavy, dark woods, and the family wanted to infuse new life by accentuating light and using a lot of color. And I was so excited to help them reinterpret the whole thing. And it all starts with this magnificent entrance foyer that sets the tone for the whole house. To achieve a more contemporary feel, we added a beautiful pair of mirrored French doors between the entrance vestibule and the foyer, and replaced all the wood flooring throughout with this beautiful light imperador marble. And what a luxury it is to have a foyer large enough for a center table. I found this fabulous specimen table at the Paris flea markets and put it right in the middle of the space. And for color, I added these mid-century organic orange vases. There was originally a wall that separated the spaces. We took down the wall and brought the bay window right into the entrance foyer, where I placed this wonderful little banquette in the corner. And I could stay here all day, but there's so much to see, so come with me. The gallery hallway leading towards the living room was originally an internal space, so we opened up this wall so that we could have these French doors flood some light into it. And we added some architecture to the space, so I designed this barrel-vaulted ceiling with these coffers, and I think it added a lot of character to the room, especially by painting it a deep blue color. And if you know me, you know that I love design surprises. And I love red. Just look at this powder room. And now, let me take you into the most fabulous space in this house, the living room. A room like this is a designer's dream. The grand proportion allowed me to do several seating groupings, starting with this beautiful fireside nook where I designed this Bolection-style mantle molding to replace the rather ordinary mantle that was here originally. And these 2 fabulous mid-century modern mirrors that we found in the Paris flea market just add some twinkle to the wall. But in a room full of drama, the most dramatic happens to be this wonderful centerpiece that we put in the middle of the space. The center table serves as a focal point to the space and helps me organize all the peripheral seating groupings. My concept to paint the room green was inspired by the beautiful vistas seen through the windows on either side. I designed the space to make you want to entertain. I like to make all my dining rooms dramatic by design, because dining rooms are mainly used in the evenings, and that's when saturated color is at its best. I love painting it high gloss, and I especially love the dim sources of light twinkling in the wall color. I also created depth by adding this gold trim to the wall paneling. The dining room was so large that I was able to place this gigantic table in the center of the space, and then create a more intimate dining area in the corner. I don't like any room to be too serious, so to add a little bit of whimsy, I selected this fabulous chevron pattern for the chairs. They dance and sing around the table. When you have a low ceiling, sometimes it's important to address it, so I designed the ceiling grid to bring in some architecture and character. It also helps break up the massive expanse of ceiling in the space. And now that we've taken a look at the public spaces in this house, I'll take you upstairs to the principal bedroom. By pulling the entrance for the principal bedroom towards the stair hall, I was able to create more drama. And drama can be further heightened by using a contrast of color. Just look at the deep blue that I used in the vestibule next to the lighter blue in the bedroom. When working on a large bedroom, it's always a challenge to create intimacy, so for this space, I designed this bed canopy which creates a little bit of a cozy nook area for the sleeping corner. This is exactly the type of bedroom I designed for myself. It's luxurious, but still intimate and friendly. Even though I enjoy working on apartments in the city, when a house like this comes along, it's a real treat, and I love sharing it with you. Thanks for coming.
Coming up in just a few, we are with designer Corey Damon Jenkins in Connecticut. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now we're in Connecticut with dapper designer Corey Damon Jenkins. He shows off how he brought a little pizzazz to the traditional all throughout his client's home. Take a look.
Hello there, I am Corey Damon Jenkins. I'm an interior designer based in Detroit and New York City, and welcome to my client's home here in New Canaan, Connecticut. I would describe my design aesthetic as a fresh continental mix of elegance and modernity, a new take on traditional. This project enabled me to explore that very design philosophy. Let's take a closer look. All living rooms should be functional, comfortable, stylish, and cozy, but in order to make it memorable, you have to have something different, something fresh, off the beaten path. I chose a very soft mint-colored wall covering for this space. This selection of wall covering had a great outcome. The fireplace really pops, as well as the wall brackets over the sofa. Of course, the biggest anchor in this room is the sofa, which we cover in this beautiful lavender-colored linen. And the tufted back gives it that traditional flair, obviously, but then we put this layering of pillows and lumbars and things of that nature to give it some depth and some energy in this space. Originally, this table, this cocktail table, was a black chimraserie Asian piece. To keep things different, I decided to dip it in white lacquer paint, and it gives a nice juxtaposition against the sofa as the main anchor in the room. The first thing you notice in the dining room is the mirrored wall finish. When I'm doing traditional design, I like to take it to a place where the room is not taking itself too seriously. The dining room chairs and table were a set. I'm not always a fan of sets of furniture, so to give this particular project a new spin, we took the side chairs and we dipped them once again in white lacquer paint. This open concept space includes the kitchen, the breakfast nook, and the family room. This is the most fashion-forward space because of the usage of patterns and textures. For example, check out this chair. Very traditional frame, and yet this very modern aesthetic with the fabric here by Kelly Wearstler gives it a bit of a punch. So with pattern play, you have to be very judicious with scale. That way it doesn't give you vertigo when you walk into the space. So with this Killam chair, for example, this fabric here is very large in life as far as the scale of the pattern, but then you temper it with a more sedated pattern selection. And in this way, the room flows and it's not overdone. And as for the breakfast nook, the first thing you notice is the oversized lighting. My motif, go big or go home. And you can see it all the way from the dining room. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of my client's home here in New Canaan, Connecticut. This project really proves that you can take the best of the past and remix it for today.
Stick around after the break, Gilded Age glory in Manhattan. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now we're with interior designer Matthew White at his stunning duplex on Park Avenue. Originally part of a mansion designed by Stanford White of the famed Gilded Age firm McKim Mead & White, the home is a true masterpiece. Check out how every inch has been thoughtfully designed to complement the unique original details. Matthew shows us around.
Hi, I'm Matthew White, an interior designer here in Manhattan with the design firm White Web, and I want to welcome you to my home. The building is located on Park Avenue and is one of the last Gilded Age mansions in existence on this street. The building was built in 1891. The head architect was Stanford White, the notorious and famous and fantastic architect of the Gilded Age. This was originally a single-family mansion that was then carved up into apartments, and I'm lucky enough to just have one of them. So when you enter the home, you first come into what seems like a small, cozy, low-ceilinged entryway, but it opens up into this big, grand room. The first impression is, wow, look at the space. The massive fireplace, the coffered ceiling, the paneled walls, all that wonderful Stanford White Gilded Age history right before your eyes. I'm a preservationist at heart, so I love history, I love original architecture, and this room was just kind of dripping with it, but it was missing some things. And so what I did was I found the perfect silk damask for the walls that would connect the paneling below and the frieze and the coffered ceiling above to make the room a unified whole. The sofas are covered in a very plush but vivid green, which adds a lot of life to this otherwise brown room. Any living room that is wonderful to entertain in needs a bar. And I have a bar here, but I didn't want to look at it all the time, so I hid it behind paneled doors. They open up to reveal the bar at a drop of a hat. So whether we're having 2 people over for a few drinks or a cocktail party for 60, we're ready. Up the spiral staircase is the mezzanine, which we've turned into a music room. There's a little bit of seating up there, but it's the perfect place for the piano. And when we have a party and there's a pianist up there, the whole room is just filled with this music. It's actually perfect. We love it. The master bedroom is sort of a departure from the rest of the apartment. The bedroom reflects a different ancient culture, which is India. The bedroom has 12-foot ceilings, so we had a lot of vertical space to play with. And I took the bed, which I designed, all the way to the ceiling. And it's really a room within the room. And I love that feeling. It's very cozy again and grand at the same time. I think that might be one of the themes of this apartment, is that it's cozy and grand. You know, when a designer designs his own home, there's this sort of pressure to make a statement to the outside world about your ultimate contribution to the world of design or your personal taste. But for me, it really comes down to what I like and what I love. I hope you enjoyed the tour today. It was a real pleasure to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Coming up in just a few, we check out this modern homage to Hollywood Regency. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Now we explore this modern homage to Hollywood Regency, nestled fittingly in the Hollywood Hills. This stylishly designed home features epic views, open entertaining areas, an easy flow to the manicured outdoor spaces, and plenty of natural light. Take a look.
Hi guys, I'm Farrah Brittany with the agency, and today I'm super excited to show you one of my favorite properties, 1622 Viewmont, aka Bodie 1. So this property is 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, almost 9,000 square feet, and just under 1 acre of land. Of course, you're surrounded by panoramic views all around you on this promontory where you're floating above LA. I cannot wait to show it to you today, so come on inside and take a look. When you follow the flow of the open floor plan, the space opens up and greets you with multiple living spaces. And the statement piece of this living room is the two-way fireplace. Got Italian marble with leather inlay. It is gorgeous. As we make our way to the living room, lounge, and bar area, you really start to notice the amazing use of different textures and materials. It really brings that added warmth factor to the property. So from the silk wall coverings to the smoky black mirrors in the bar, you can imagine serving up martinis to your guests while they swoon over the vistas. If martinis aren't your style, look no further than the dining room, where you've got a 480-bottle, room temperature-controlled wine storage. When it's wine o'clock, there's no better place than to gather around this dining room table, enjoy a glass of wine, make a toast, and admire the Los Angeles skyline. Remember when it was neat and cool just to even have one kitchen island? Well, now we actually have two. So this is the working island, where you do all your cooking. We've got a Miele induction burner and a hidden exhaust fan. Everything is clean and seamless. Speaking of clean lines, the appliances are discreetly camouflaged within this beautiful black glass wall for a touch of elegance and practicality. Over here we have our sitting island, made of slab granite with mica Spanish countertops. It's perfect for your friends and family to sit and chat at. My favorite features are the open window, which lets the breeze and the sunlight in, and these hydraulic cabinets. Meals in this kitchen can also be served al fresco in the adjacent garden dining area. Outside, you can dine overlooking the west side of the hills, or simply sit and enjoy the art and fire features. The master suite is all about the moods. You've got a serene sanctuary built with the indoor-outdoor experience in mind. Pull back the glass wall and enjoy a lovely lazy breeze. And don't forget to take a nap under this custom accent wall. I'm so excited that we're finally getting to my favorite part of the home, the master bathroom. This Hollywood Regency-inspired bathroom is nothing short of spectacular. Everything is symmetrical, drawing your eyes to a freestanding tub with a rejuvenating backdrop. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed touring this home as much as I did showing it to you. Catch you on the next one.
Coming up in just a bit, we are in Westchester to check out this Versailles-inspired estate. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Now we're at this Versailles-inspired estate in Rye, built in 1915. It features soaring ceilings, gracious living spaces, and ornate detail throughout. And it's sited on just over 2 acres of totally private park-like grounds. In all, the home is just under 7,500 square feet of beautiful old-world luxury. Take a look and enjoy.
I'm Fran Klingenstein with Julia B. Fee Sotheby's International Realty. I'm delighted to take you through this property at 145 Milton Road in Rye, New York. This exceptional estate, built in 1915, is situated on over 2 private acres. In fact, this house is landmarked by the Rye Historical Society and was designed by noted Chicago architect David Adler. And this is the only surviving example of his work in the New York area. It is the epitome of elegance and grandeur. With 7,450 square feet, spectacular public rooms, and 7 bedrooms, there's a lot to see. This welcoming entry hall is like a mini Versailles fit for royalty. It features immaculate marble floors in a regal checkerboard pattern and 12-foot ceilings, including these 2 noble sphinxes over the mirror. Wonder what they're thinking about? Maybe buying this house. This aristocratic, dramatic great room is truly a showstopper. The one-of-a-kind details continue in here. There are beautiful hardwood floors, immaculate detail, hand-painted moldings, and a marble wood-burning fireplace. It's large enough to have 2 distinctive seating areas and a wet bar. What I like best about this room are the floor-to-ceiling French doors that lead out to the brick patio overlooking the grounds. There's snow on the ground now, but in the summer, it's like looking out at beautiful, formal French gardens in the 1600s. It's so nice you could almost spend the day here, but there's more to see. One of the highlights of this home is the magnificent stately dining room. The walls are covered with an exquisite, Gracie hand-painted mural on silk depicting a Manchurian royal wedding. The room also has a beautiful marble fireplace looking out onto the beautiful grounds. It's large enough to seat 12 of your family and friends, making it a perfect spot for lavish entertaining. I hope you have enjoyed your tour of this glorious estate right outside of New York City. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for watching. Like what you see on the show? Well, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We have so many more beautiful homes to share. It's all about love. Share these homes, you know?